Hey everyone, it's Shed. Today we will be doing what is the highlight on you. So we have, pick a highlight. So there's purple, yellow, and pink. And then we have, in case you can't see it very well, the sun, magic, temple of truth. So we're gonna move it down so you can see them a bit better. Please use your intuition and pick which one you are most drawn to. So I'm just gonna pause it for a minute so we can get ready for my pile number ones. Hey pile number ones. So welcome to your reading. So first of all, you have achieved this awesome self-love, self-worth journey. This is a highlight on you. People are like surprised that you know your worth now. I feel like this is like the talk of the town. So that's really interesting. Also the talk of the town. So I'm just going to show you, here is the sun. That you're a really good friend and that you will speak up when you need to, that you have passions and that you are successful within any endeavor that you now go into. Oh, that's really cool. Any endeavor that you know go into, you're joyful, happy, positive, uplifting, you help people out. You could have abilities, I'm going to call it intuitive hits, just as ease, because there's a long list. But I feel like your third eye is very prominent and very long, like very good and very long. So you may get intuitive hits from other people. Also, spirit guides can tell you information about new people if you're unsure on their energy. So that's really cool. Nothing gets hidden from you, my pile number ones. Nothing gets hidden from you. Tap me into the energy of my pile number one. What is the highlight on them? That's really cool. Bear with me, I'm just shuffling the cards. Okay. Okay, that's very cool. I like that. I like that. So, we have, because you've done the inner work and you've reflected on yourself, I feel like I need to ground with this power a little bit more because you are very, very airy in general. I feel like you ground anyway, but you ground at different sources. So you could ground via jasper crystals or earth elements, okay? So like plants, herbs, around that, yeah, around that. So I am seeing solar plexus as well. So you worked highly on your solar plexus and now all your wishes from your heart desires are coming true. You may seem like, so the highlight is on you is like you're living your dream world, but it feels a bit unusual to you, like foreign, because you're actually living in it. And I know this sounds like a really unique way of doing it. I'm also seeing that those close to you know how much that you had to fight to get where you did, but other people's perception is like you landed on your feet. So that's a highlight on you, power number ones. Okay, you're very creative, you're very inspirational to others even when you don't see it yourself. So that's really cool. Some of you could write in different languages and that you are in a higher state of consciousness. Ooh, that's interesting. Okay, that's cool. I love that. So the highlight in you is that you're in a higher awareness conscious state. So people are shocked by this. So you know when to take care of you, you know when to sit back, relax, chill out, like, and go with the flow. You're very much, so I am seeing fire signs, excuse me. In this reading, I am seeing fire signs, which is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm also seeing water, which is, excuse me, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and I'm also seeing air. But I feel like the air could be in your ascendants, like Libra, Gemini, and I believe Aquarius it is. Quote me if I'm wrong. Like, let me know. Yeah, so I'm seeing a little bit of grey. So to me, that means, yeah, a little bit of grey. That means it could be in your ascendants, or you could have one placement within your chart that's air. That's interesting. Tap me into the collective of my pile number one. Accurate, precise messages, clear spirit guides. What is the highlight on them? Okay, the highlight in you is that you're quite content and happy where you are. Like, you're in no rush to go anywhere. Like I said, you know when to sit back, you know when to fall back. Like, that's really cool. Okay, you're like the shining star. So there's two ways this can go. If other people don't see their light within them, then you have a little bit of I don't like them, but there's no reason for them not to like you because they don't know you. So it could be like jealous or envious or along them lines, but I'm gonna let that go because I wanted to keep this quite light-hearted. We're like that. So you are the shining star, and from others, they're like, oh my god, that's so awesome, they're shining out their light, they're being themselves, they're being on their authentic self, I would love to do that, could I have your help? And then others are like, oh, they're like me. So, you know, you could have that, like, the talk of the town is you're the shining light, and other people could, you're like relatable, that's the one, thank you, you're like relatable to the people that are around you because you've seen your inner light. You're ready to help them on their journey because the journey isn't the easiest to get there in the first place, as we all know, and I will get to the next part in a minute. I did mention intuitive, okay, and I didn't see these cards before either. So we have memories, okay, so you may tap into your Akashic records, and you were a tarot reader, oracle reader, and I said intuitive hits, I said third eye strongly, so you know, love when that happens, and inner knowing, so you know what's up. So no one can ever, like, the talk of the town with you is that you know what's up, so no one's gonna blindside you. I don't think this was always the case, and I think the people who have been with you the longest would see the drastic changes that you've gone through or been around in your atmosphere. So really close friends that you've known for years would actually see the drastic change in you and your elevation, and they're proud of you. I love that. What's the highlight in you? Ooh, what's the highlight on you? Oh, number one. Ooh, you may have messages in pile number 3 if you were drawn to 2 piles. Okay, you are great manifestationers. I don't know if that's a word, but it's a word now. And then, oh, okay. You've got like infinite potential. So you may be like the person that has multiple trades within like a spiritual community. There's several different avenues that people go down, and there's like, I'm just going to list like 5, okay? So there's like clairvoyance, clairsentience, tarot readings, like intuitive nudges, or like a poke from spirit or mediumship. So that's just 5. There's a lot more than that. But it was just the 5 that came to mind. Accurate, precise messages for... And psychicness. Psychicness is another one. And geometry shapes come to mind. So I said 5 and they were like, no, 7. So, you know, on a spirit guide. Accurate, precise messages. You may be seeing the number 7 at this precise moment in time, which means your spirituality is strong. Oh my God. What did I say about the third eye? Okay. Your third eye is getting stronger. So that's really cool. Okay. Love when that happens. Thank you, Spirit, for clarifying. So yeah, visions, clear seeing. So your third eye, you're very prominent in your third eye. Very prominent. Prominent. Huh. Okay, you've done a lot of energetic clearing, okay? I do have more cards, by the way. You've done a lot of energetic clearing to remove ancestral patterns that may have come up in your line of work or may have come up in your line of life. And you're realizing that you can rewrite your story how you choose it to be and not how everyone else chooses your life to be. Oh, that's cool. I love that. So that's the highlight on you. That's what people are realizing about you. Okay. They're also realizing that you will now ask for help, whereas in the past you may not have asked for help. Okay. So that's cool. We're going to see what else comes out because I got a few. I got a few on my list. I got a few. Okay. Accurate, precise. Woo! Okay. Whoa! Okay. Okay, what people are realizing about you, my final ones, is that you expand your consciousness. We briefly touched on that, so that's really cool. Sweet success. So you, Ocean, I'm going to call it like that. So you've actually cleansed and cleared a lot of things and healed a lot of things. So success and fruition, abundance, prosperity. Success can come in several different forms. It can come in love, peace of mind, happiness, kindness. So that's really cool. I am seeing that you're strong on the solar plexus. So if you ever feel off balance, this is just a quick reminder. If you ever feel off balance in yourself, it's because your solar plexus and your root chakra is a little bit off balance, okay? A little bit. You are a brave spirit. So people realizing that you go after what you want without asking anyone, just go in for it. So we have Isis, sacred contract, okay? I will read more into this, but I forgot something that I need, okay? Because I've lost my tinted glasses, so I need to do other things, okay? You could be a healer of sacred medicine, so you could work with herbology. And Ogma. So what's your words? Because you are an inspiration. You could be a public speaker. You could be fellow YouTube tarot readers or from Next Level Soul, like a podcaster similar to. That's the first thing that comes to mind. That's why. So you could be a podcaster similar to that to enable spirituality channelers and lots of different things and have interviews with them. You could also be really creative in the writing industry. If you've got a book already like in a manuscript, please publish it. If you haven't already, it's going to be more successful than you could believe because you have some truths in there that will resonate with others, and your words need to be Shared. Thank you. Your words need to be shared. So bear with me, and I'm going to pause it, and there's already a sign. I'm going to pause it, and then you're going to see certain things in the video. So bear with me. Right. So bear with me because I've got to find it. I gotta find it. If you're wondering what this is, it's a perspective, so I can read what it is. Right. Nope. Nope, before. Hell. Right, so messages for. I can't do that one. Right. Messages from Isis is. Oh, okay. Commit to your true purpose no matter what. Stop playing small. And clarify what truly matters to you on your vision board. Some of you have vision boards. And to accept love from your mother. But what they mean by this is like Mother Gaia, if you don't have a steady relationship with your mother. Okay, I stop playing small and I expand beyond all previous limitations. Okay, so that's Isis. Nope. Nope. Oh, that is on. Okay, some of you may be thinking of going on a nature retreat or a spiritual retreat. You may be connected to horses or animals in general. Hiking, swimming and horse riding, like wild swimming, so like in the sea, would help you. Being more independent will benefit you now at this precise moment in time. And be proactive in any injustice that is happening in the world to protect feminine energies, whether masculine or whether male or female. Thank you. That makes sense. Thank you. And then I don't know. Right, so we have, okay, I mentioned about herbology. Okay, so life purpose could be in the medical profession, but it could be in the way, in a different format. So it could be into Reiki healing, it could be into herbology, which is to do with herbs healing your body instead of medication. And when you feel ill, it means that you're out of alignment with your body. So you need to be true to yourself with the coming changes. I know people with fixed signs may find this more difficult, but I take my responsibility for all my health. I heal my mind, spirit and body, okay? There is a healing thing on, so for some of you, if you know it's your true purpose, where you're going, etc., which I believe you do because you've got that inner knowing, just quickly, there is a healing meditation providing you like meditation, because we all don't, on my playlist, and it's called DNA Healing, I believe. And it could not, like, it could be that you're on the right path, but you're healing certain things from your ancestral patterns, which I had mentioned earlier. So love when everything comes together. Blue roses may be significant for someone as well. Right, so we're going to see what else. My number ones. Tap me into my pile number ones. What's the highlight on them? This could be your career or it could be similar to, okay? Tap me into my pile number ones. Accurate, precise messages. What's the highlight on them? Okay, you could be into floristry, herbology, like I mentioned. You could be a floral designer, a nursery attendant. I'm seeing that you work from your heart chakra as well a lot of the time. Oh, flower delivery and horticultural. You could be a botany. Okay, that just came to mind. You could be a botanist. Okay, spiritual. What was I mentioning earlier? Love when this happens. Thank you, spirit. Love you guys. Okay, so I haven't pre-shifted these cards. I don't know what comes out. It's a surprise to me too. I like surprises sometimes. So I like good surprises. It's a good surprise to me. Okay, so spiritualist, medium, which I mentioned, psychic, divine energy healer, and light worker, which I mentioned briefly about healing. Love that. Accurate, precise messages. Tell me in. What's the highlight on them? So you're well known for your creativity in floristry, botany, researching, and spirituality. Oh, agriculture. You could be a beekeeper or into farming, growing crops. Okay, so we mentioned mediumship. I'm going to read this a little bit different. So you could be a psychic medium, okay? And you could work with them. Or you could be, okay, I watch NCIS, okay? It's like a Navy Criminal Investigation Service, just in case no one knows what this program is. And basically, the nickname of the funeral like director or autopsy person is called Ducky, and he will actually speak to the bodies because then he will know where he's looking. It's like an intuitive hit, so it may be like similar to that, like you kind of speak to the like bodies with the funeral thing, and then they kind of give you an intuitive hit to where to look, and 9 times out of 10 he's usually looking in the right place. So it just goes to prove that maybe something like that could be on your radar, or you could be a hearse driver or a groundskeeper to graveyards or something like that, like along them lines. There's several different aspects and avenues that you could go down. But psychic mediumship is definitely coming to mind. Mediumship, clairvoyance is definitely coming to mind. So you're working with spirit, and it's really interesting. Like, this is an interesting read. I like this a lot. Pile number tell me in to the energy, please. Thank you. What is the highlight on them? Thank you. Okay, you're very caring. You could have a child at home. You could be a homemaker. I'm going to call it homemaker. I don't know what it's called. Where you look after your child at home. They could have certain disabilities like autism and ADHD. It's usually inherited, not always, but usually. And you could be like taking care of them. So you could be a carer, or nurse, like nurse or a nurse's assistant. You could be a researcher you could be like a cancer research advisor, or you could be into cancer research. I am seeing like scientists, and I haven't seen any of the other cards yet, but I'm seeing like a scientist in the researching field, and along them lines. So I'm seeing like a lab, so you could work in a lab. Accurate, precise messages. Thank you. Okay, You could be into pest control, or you could be a veterinarian. Okay, videographer. I'm also seeing director on this, so you could be a director, reporter, journalist, and producer. So I mentioned a bit like podcasting. So personal assistant, so you could be a personal shopper. What I mean by this is that you would know what suits them, so you could be like a fashion stylist, and you'd be like, hey, this suits you. You're not going to believe me, but just try it. And then they're like, oh my God, I like this. So, you know, and you go off their like base of the personality and what they're like as a person, and that usually helps you along the line too. So that's very interesting. I'm trying to make sure that things are out of the way. That's so good and cool. Right. Did someone just fall out their chair? I hope you're okay if you did. Right. Accurate, precise messages. Accurate, precise messages for my pile number 1. Accurate, precise messages. What's the highlight on them? What's the highlight on them? Okay, the highlight on you is your very good inspirational leader, which I briefly touched on. Also, I looked up the dear spirit animal, which could be working with you. They're very good at choosing the correct people to be in their life, to collaborate with, to uplift them. They're very good at understanding. So you may understand energies before they've even come into your life. You understand seasons. This took some of you a little while, okay? Create it. Yeah, so the flow of life took you a little while. And then we have, my wishes flow easily out into the world, okay? So bubble wishes, okay? So I call them bubble wishes because you, like when you were younger and you blew bubbles, it was like, oh my God, that's so cool. And then sometimes you see little things in little bubbles and it was like so exciting. So your wishes flow like bubbles out into the world. And then often you forget about them and then it comes to fruition. Okay, the universe is on your side. The world loves you. Love that. Love that. I am grateful and blessed and obviously flowing like a waterfall. The waterfall just naturally flows with like the seasons and everything else and things coming into creation step by step, you know, like stepping stones. So that's really cool. Triangles to me mean peace and harmony is coming to you and peace of mind. So that's a personal like thing of how I symbolize it. So that's really cool. I love that. Oh, and I don't know if you've seen it, but I remember someone getting like a bottle. I think you can buy them from like Poundland or Pound Stretcher or something like that. And there was a bottle. And someone wrote in this bottle and then they put it in the sea. And then it went to someone else and someone else read it and they let someone know. I think they were like on a channel, like they knew someone on a channel. Like a program channel, not a channeler. Just so you're aware. Excuse me. And it went to someone else and they said they picked up this bottle, they got it out with, I think they got it out with like a pen or they had something on them that was like in their pocket. And they got it out with this piece of paper and they said at that particular time they really needed to hear that. So I thought that was really cool. Like, and it was a few years ago now, but I thought that was a really cool story. Like what they had said, like, you know, whomever reads this, I hope that you're having an amazing day. And like it was like really heartfelt, like messages. It was more in depth than that, but there was like, I only remember little bits. It was quite a while back when I watched this. Accurate, precise messages. Tap me into collective energy. Power number 1. What's the highlight on them? Thank you. Okay. Woo! Okay, that you're very good at weathering challenges. You're very good at overcoming obstacles to bring new and positive light in. And you open your heart to change and growth. So you're always like transforming, evolving to higher and higher consciousness. You're growing as big and taller than a sunflower. Take what resonates. You're shining like a star or a sun, effortlessly. That's what I heard, effortlessly. Be generous. Success and emotional fulfillment are yours, okay? So being generous is going to help you with emotional fulfillment, success, and that's all yours. You deserve it. Yeah, be confident in your intuition. It is on point, okay? So I previously did this for a collective, and it was on pile 3, so it was general, and pile number 3 was the one that went to the collective. So if you haven't watched it, it's just a separate pile 3 that may actually help you at this specific time. It's what are you releasing and healing. And if you go and check it out, it would make so much sense to you why I said that, okay? If you feel called to it. But it would make so much sense to you. I really, really hope that you enjoyed this fantastic reading of yours. What's the highlight on you? It was so fun to do. It's so enjoyable. And I absolutely can't wait for the next. If you was drawn to pile number 3 as well, please go and watch that. So thank you very much, and bye for now. Oh, subscribe if you haven't already too. Bye-bye. Hey, first of all, okay, if you chose the magic card, okay, I just got recorded when I was sorting out cards, so there may be spirit like, you're ready now, and you're like, no, I'm not. So just a quick message for anyone who's specific, to anyone who that is specific to. So that's really cool. I also saw there's a beautiful change coming your way, so I absolutely love that for you. Remember that you fill your day with everyday magic and enchantment and wonder. I am seeing that some of you could resonate with being Wiccan, witches or warlocks, or any other interpretation. You could do spell rituals, you could do rituals in general, so that's really cool. I'm also seeing Merlin, so you could really resonate with Merlin. There was a program on with Merlin when he had to like hide his gifts until it was ready to come out with the King Arthur legend. So it could really resonate with some of you. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So yeah, until the time was right, like kind of thing. So it could resonate with you. So we're going to see what the highlight on you is. So tap me in to the collective of pile 2, and what's the highlight on them? These three guys, ancestors, angels. Thank you. Okay, you are re-energized. You're buzzed for life. You've got a zest for life, and you're ready to go. You're ready to take it on. Okay, in a positive light. Contentment, happiness is important to you. Accurate, precise messages. Okay, you finally broke free from ancestral patterns, so I feel like you guys felt like this was a must, so that your children didn't have to go through the karmic battles that you did. I'm saying karmic vows, which I don't usually. I say patterns, so maybe your terminology is karma, so that your children don't have to, or so that your loved ones are healed and it makes sense to them. So tap me in. Your solar plexus are on point though. Woohoo! Thank y'all. Okay. You see the truth in situations, okay? So the highlight on you. That you may look innocent or you may come across innocent, which then people believe, innocent, sorry, that's a dreamer. So innocent and dreamy. So people may believe that you don't have the inner knowing that you do, which is really presumptuous. Okay, presumptuous, thank you. Of them. That's if they first meet you, like they don't. Accurate, precise messages. Thank you. You're very good at going inwards and contemplating. You're very good at moving forwards, okay? So you're very good at moving on from a situation, transforming. You ain't going to put up with no rubbish, okay? You recognise your feelings and you will communicate your feelings with others. If they don't respect your boundaries, you are going to cut them off instantly. I don't feel like this was always the case either. I feel like this was a long time coming for some of you. And the recognition that you deserve is coming your way. I think that's going to come out of the blue. I think that's what it is. It's the recognition that's going to come out of the blue. That's going to surprise you. Because you're just like, oh, that's really cool. And then that recognition is going to come towards you and you'll be like, huh? What? That you are beautiful and you do have beauty within you. There is inner knowing within you, even when people that first meet you don't actually believe there is. Tap me. That's a petition. But you already know this and I don't feel like I need to touch on it too much. Tap me into pile number 2. Accurate, precise messages. Accurate, precise messages. Your cards are like flying out. Flying out. Okay, bear with me, I'm just going to lie in the cards. Okay. Right. Okay, the highlight on you is that you have a divine protection, cut cords, breakthrough energy. What did I just say? Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Love you, guys. So, I love when they do this, okay? You know when to rest, recharge, and actually sit back because it's your time to shine. Abundance downloads, central sun. The light just like shines effortlessly. So does the moon. And starseed family. You could actually resonate with being a starseed. You are. And remember who you are. So you could come down to be like, oh, the earth is rubbish. We're going to help. I feel like that's for a lot of you. And then being down here, you realise, oh, okay, how am I supposed to do that? So that may have took you a little while, but they've seen your growth. They've seen where you are. They know that you know who you are. It's more, and Arcturians are working with you, so you could be closely related to Arcturian starseeds. You don't have to be. This is just what I'm getting. May resonate with 5 of you. Okay, 5 of you. Going with it. So recalling power, future thinking. So you could have like a future thinking of how things are going to go. So you'll have like this future idea that may seem like a bit cuckoo to people right now, but in the future they'll understand. So it was like, who can I mention this? Okay, like Einstein, for example. Okay, everyone knows who Einstein is. And they thought he was crazy. They thought he was mental, like about this gravity. I believe I'm talking about the right person. And then it was proven. So, you know, just because it hasn't been proven yet doesn't mean that it's not true. So being that said, or like computers and technology wasn't well known, especially when I was younger. I was like in the forefront of in the middle. Like there was no computers, now there is. So yeah, like I was in the middle of like this when computers were invented, when the big brick phones were invented, and if anybody knows what a Motorola is, you'll understand what brick phone was. You know, like stuff like this, and it's all like turned into something like better and better and evolved over time. I know some people may not agree with certain technologies, but if the technology is helping you out with your career or anything like that, I don't see the problem with it. If it's hindering your growth, then maybe think about figuring another way of doing it. But maybe you're like more traditional ways, and you'll rather go to see people out the blue, like it's fun, see if they're in, like if they're not, they're not. Like you could be like that type of person as well. Accurate, precise messages. For my pile number 2s, select few if you have messages in pile number 3. Okay, yin yang, and so the balance, you balancing out is important to you. I'm also seeing a football. You understand the complexity of everything going around in circles. What's the highlight on that? Sorry, that just came to mind. Phoenix Sin, rising up. You could also be good with family members, or you could be good with young ones. Okay, you're very good at meditation or reflection, and you would rather go for a walk in nature, sorting things out. You're very good at organisation. The highlight is in you is you're the organised one that's got everything. Okay, you're very good at manifestation, and your dreams come to reality and to the forefront. So that's really cool. Okay, so manifestation into your type of success overflowing. Okay, on occasions you have doubts that you're a manifestor. I've just got an honor it. And okay, that's why pile 3 came to mind. Okay, thank you. Okay, so I've just realised why pile 3 came to mind. Okay, so on my what are you releasing and healing, check out pile number 3 on that, because that is what they keep saying, pile number 3. So I'm going to go with that because there's messages in there that may actually help you if you've got them niggly doubts. Thank you. Spirit makes sense after the fact, you see. So, to me anyway. I don't know if anyone else is like that, but I think it's quite funny. And that's why I laugh. It's kind of at myself because it's quite funny. Your dreams and wishes that you would like, because you've done this hard work and this reflection is going to come back on you, and things are going to work in your favour. So currently, even if it does not look like this is coming. And when it works, for confirmation, for something new. Okay. Woo! And I spoke really fast then. So, what's the highlight on them? Okay. Okay. To some, you may play the villain, but that's not necessarily the case. That's a perception. Just quickly, because that's came out twice now. And as I said before, go to pile number 3. What are you healing and releasing? And this will actually help. Okay, and it's just on its own, a video on its own. So you're creative. You have inner knowledge. You research if you're not sure what, like where to go. So you will research certain things. You're very much organized. You're that friend that has like literally everything in their bag, and I'm hearing sewing needle and like cotton and sewing needle. I'm guessing that maybe your family members taught you that. So you would have like baby wipes, you would have tissues, you would have sewing cotton and a needle, like a whole, like I feel like you have, this may be for select like one of you, but I'm picking up like a massive bag with like everything in there that you can possibly think of. and for some reason there's a specific thing, it's like about that big and it's sewing cotton, like they're small ones with a needle for it, and then there's like a box. Okay, so take what resonates. So in this pile, star signs, I'm seeing earth strongly, water strongly, fire. I don't see much air in this pile at all. Okay, you know spirit are working behind the scenes and your intuition is on point. You know when someone's hiding something, you can see straight through them, my pile number 2. But they think you're a drawing man that you don't realise, which is really interesting. Ooh. Okay. And that you're finally at the end of your love journey, for yourself, self-worth and self-love, as I say. So water sign is Scorpio, Cancer and Pisces. And then we have Earth, which is Taurus, Capricorn and Virgo. Thank you. And then we have Fire, which is Sagittarius, Leo and Aries. I don't see much grey in here, so you could have a little bit of air signs in your birth chart, like a little bit, like 2. Okay, I'm seeing more grounded energy in you anyway. Even if you are not any of the signs I've mentioned, you just have a grounded energy. So take what resonates, because this is a general reading on that one. And then I was going to do something else, which I lost where I put it. Oh, it's up there. Actually, I was going to do a few more things. Tap me into pile number 2's accurate, precise messages. The highlight on you is that you're a very good social worker, you're very good with people, you're very good therapists, counsellors, psychologists. Take which resonates. Accurate, precise messages for my pile number 2, please. You could also be a spiritual teacher, just adding that into the mix. Spiritual teacher in medicine, herbology. So yeah, medicine, you could be an intuitive nurse, doctor, medical researcher or technician. You could be a writer, author, copywriter, ghostwriter, where you or ghost editor, like where people don't know who you are but you still get paid for it. You could be an athlete, sports and fitness, PTI, personal training instructor, in case you don't know what that means. You could also be a PE teacher, a coach, so gymnastics, football coach. Okay, take it. Tap me into priorities, accurate, precise messages. Athletic coach just came to mind as well. Firefighter, paramedic, lifeguard, support service, which is really cool. Okay, you could be a coder. So the way I see this is you could speak in light code language that not a lot of people will understand, or telepathically. And the other coding is like web coding. So a coder that decrypts, you could be into cyber, like stuffing people with cyber attacks or anything like that. You could be a host, podcaster, producer, DJ, sound engineer, assistant. You could actually be like a podcaster or a radio person that actually like interviews as well. So that's just coming to mind. So I'm just taking what's coming to mind. Oh no, this one. Okay. Tap me into pile 2. Accurate, precise messages. What's the highlight of them for you? Okay. You are very good at facing your shadows and dealing with them and working it in your favour. Thank you. Okay. I mentioned magic at the beginning, so as magic, you could really enjoy it and work with horses. You could be a professional horse rider, jockey, or anything like that. I am seeing that you're very connected to plants and nature. Nature has come up twice in this reading. Earth sign came up in this reading, so that's just a triple clarification in case any of you needed this. Isis came up in my other pile. So we have Isis, sacred contract. Remember that to stop restricting your limitations and stop playing small. Yeah, that's one. Thank you. You could also stick up, so injustice. So if you see any injustice on feminine energies, whether man or female, this would help. You as well, just going into the mix. Okay, you could be a defense lawyer. Ooh, okay, that's interesting. For some of you, you are going to be a leader for the divine masculine. Anyone who, you're going to be a spiritual teacher, which I briefly mentioned and pretty much briefly mentioned. So this is interesting. So it's like a continuation. So I briefly mentioned spiritual teacher. So you could be a spiritual teacher of those who classify themselves as divine masculine. Some could be actually man, or the other ones could be women. It doesn't matter. It's just the energy. You're going to actually lead them and help them along the way to actually vet themselves within their spiritual growth. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, tell the truth about so what I see is this: tell the truth that you are a spiritual leader. I'm not playing small anymore. This is not who I am. So for those of you currently struggling, the highlight in you is like you've got a conflict battle, like inner conflict. So currently this inner conflict is not helping you. So try to see yourself in a true light. Accurate, precise messages for pile number 2. Yeah, so that you expand your consciousness and that you understand yourself at a deeper level. Like I said, fire signs, earth signs, water signs. It was very prominent in this reading today. Okay. Some of you may have clumsy tendencies. Turn me into my pile number 2. Please, through God's ancestors, what's the highlight on an accurate, precise messages? Thank you. Yeah, my voice is heard throughout the world. Even if you don't believe that your voice is heard throughout the world, it is. Okay. I can give good things to myself and others. That's really cool. So being kind, giving them a compliment. It doesn't necessarily have to be financial. You could be a good baker, cooker. Like you could be good at cooking. You know, you don't have to be. I'm just going by the. Okay, my wishes bowls flow at ease. Okay, I believe you guys work more from your throat and heart chakra. Just saying. Yeah, let go of any mistakes that you've previously done. Like, you learned from them, you grew from them. Don't worry about it now. It's gone. It's gone. And the moon is showing you patience. So some of you may struggle with patience. I know I do sometimes. So, yeah. So, patience is your friend. Right, there's two things sticking out for me. Hang on, because they just fell on the floor. Your spirit team may have a sense of humour. So, love your body the way you are. You are beautiful. I had something the other day, and it really resonated. What was it? Whether you believe in God or universe, take which one you would prefer to use, okay? They said, God didn't make no mistakes, you're the person you're supposed to be. So there we go. And then, so that's really cool. So if anyone is having issues with their body or anything like that, take God and change it to the universe if that doesn't fit your vibe. I get it. So, beginning something new. You'll be beginning something new. That's why. Okay, you'll be beginning something new, but it's going to come out the blue, because that literally just fell out of the blue. So there we go. Ooh, that's really cool. I love that for you. Okay. Okay, the hard times are over. The rain has gone. The rainbow is coming out to play with the sun, and the flowers are growing. So yeah, starseed, very much so. You can resonate with that. The true heart's desires is going to manifest. Ooh, love that. Okay, whether you want love or business or both, there's a commitment coming. Turning over a new leaf for some of you. Whoop, whoop. Have confidence during this change, okay? During this change in time, joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. So you are connected. You do work from your heart space and your solar plexus. Just adding that into the mix in case you had forgotten. Mainly solar plexus, but then you use your heart too, because your heart's part of your soul, kind of. It's like around that area. So, kind of. So you are the shining star. So believe you are the shining star. When you have off days, I'm seeing 8. So to me, 8 is abundance, prosperity, success. Is going to come to mind. And then we have the dragon fly. Now, for select few of you, provided that this resonates, you may see them as someone in your family or family member, or a fly. So, for example, someone may have said, like jokingly, "Oh, I'd love to come back as this," and it just, you know, that's how they appear. It could be robin. Okay, robins come into mind. It could be a robin. It could be a hummingbird. Okay, things that fly. A hummingbird. Hummingbird, dragonfly. What else did I say? Robin. Okay, a lot of you are looking for love, because I'm seeing love hearts over and over again. That's interesting. Okay, so I think that's it. So, yeah. Okay. I just typed it. I'm gonna make sure that that was it, and that was all the messages. So the highlight on you is super awesome, and I can't wait to do the next reading. I'm super excited about this. This is to be. No, I've missed one. Thank you. No, I didn't, because that's underneath there, isn't it? Yeah, I didn't. Okay, so it's me. It's just me. Okay, I'm fine. So, you may be up in the air currently at this precise moment in time, so I really hope this highlight on you would help. And bye-bye for now. Hey, Palfrey. So if you chose the pink highlighter with the Temple of Truth, this is your reading. So the highlight on you to begin with is that the Temple of Truth, I'm in my dressing gown because it's got a little bit cold. So the Temple of Truth, so your throat chakra and your authenticity and your self-expression is now being highlighted on your current journey. Love that. And you're flowing like a waterfall and you're letting things be the way they're supposed to be. So tap me in to pile number 3. Energy, please, spirit guides, ancestors, and angels. What's the highlight on them? Okay, so Venusian. So before I even get into it, you could have a lot of fire and water placement in your birth chart. So that's Aries, Sag, and Leo. You could also have Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. So you're finally answering the call, and it's your time to shine your inner light outwards, and your star being guides are helping you along your way. They're also helping you to see your true soul essence. Love that. Okay, and the reason they're doing that is like a reward. It's like an inner reward because you have cleared energetic chakras. You have cleared ancestral wounds. You have cleared ancestral patterns that may have happened. So you're rewriting the story so that better things can come for you and your inner circle and family. Thank you. Lemurian, so yeah, you're an empath, okay? So you're an empowered empath. So the highlight on you is you're finally an empowered empath. So Lemurian and Mantakan is coming to mind, so you could resonate with both them, starseeds and Atlantis. So, and I mean Atlantis when Atlantis was in the more positive light. Thank you. And they're helping you with your technology progress and spiritual ascensions. So you could currently, so the highlight on you is you're currently going for a spiritual ascension, and you're unlocking your gift from your heart space. Okay, I'm seeing Earth now as well. Third eye, hearts. So the things that are in balance, if this helps, is the sacral chakra, throat chakra, third eye, and heart and solar plexus. Okay, accurate, precise messages. Thank you. And groundedness. Okay, so Earth. So all 7. I think 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, all 7 of your chakras are in balance. This is the first pile that are actually all in balance. So take it. So I love that for you. I think that's really cool that all 7 is in balance for you. So we have that you could closely relate to Mother Gaia as well. I am seeing that with both the water and the earth parts. So you could have a strong connection to Mother Gaia. Stars could be significant to you, and also like stars in the sky, but also you could resonate with being a Wiccan, with the pentagram, pentacle, whatever you would prefer to call it. And Star of David for some of you. So some of you could be, I believe that's Jewish. Correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you. Accurate, precise messages on my pile number 3. What's the highlight on them? Ooh. Okay, the highlight on you is that you are a free spirit. Okay? It's also that people, when they first meet you, believe that you're innocent, but you have much more inner knowing than one would believe. So you may have like an innocent essence to you, like a childlike for you, and people believe that you don't have it inner knowing, but you do. Okay. Okay. That's really cool. The highlight in you is that you're kinder, more gentler on yourself, which in turn brings kindness and heartfelt things to others. They realize that you need your solitude, you need me time or you time, whatever you would prefer to say. That literally flew out. Okay, they see that you have blessings that come your way, and behind the scenes you may have done a lot of shadow inner ascension, enlightenment, awakening, high vibrational work that a lot of people may not have seen. Accurate, precise messages. Okay, you know, right, so you ain't shy about turning away from people that aren't offering you what you can offer them. You are very like, no, that is not what I want. You shouldn't have done this. I'm out. Like, I'm not doing that. So you have a strong inner knowing of who you are. Yeah, so decisions. Like, you're a very good decision maker. This is a highlight on you. And recognition is going to come to you if it hasn't already, or recognition is already in your present current reality. And you're constantly monitoring your feelings and how you feel to make sure that you're in balance as well. I feel like this pile will always make sure they're in balance, okay? Both with the masculine and the feminine energy as well. Tap me into, thank you. Okay, so there is a spirit guide, team, or spirit guides or team, whatever you would prefer to say. Spirit guides, that is looking down on you with financial endeavors. Accurate. Thank you. Yeah, your love cup is like overflowing. The highlight on you is that you love yourself through and through. People may be like snarky about this. I'm going to say snarky, okay? Don't usually say that word, so that's obviously for someone. So, 2 of Wands, you are a great manifester. You put your skills together. You're very good with your solar plexus. This is past energy, so I'm going to put it over there. So, you know, if things aren't built on... Get me words there. So, you know, if things aren't built on solid foundations, they will fall away from you for your greater good. In hindsight, you will realise, and this is what I feel like you have realised throughout, in hindsight, you will realise that actually that was the best thing for you and for your highest good. Yeah, so your riches, your blessings, like whether this is financial love, anything else that you want to achieve in your life, you are very good. You have a protective family member or friend. This is a specific person in your life that will protect you so that you don't share with the wrong people. But I feel like you know this anyway. And you're like, I know this. So yeah, and then we have anything you imagine will come true. So please be careful. Make sure it's more in the positive light. And then we have celebration. So you are a leader. You're very much in a celebratory route. Finances, like you're going to share your riches. You're going to be kind to others. You're going to have an amazing thing. And there's something that just came to mind. And this is the only part that's come to mind. So I was walking a little bit yesterday. And a beautiful lady smiled at me. And as I walked past her car, it started humming. I was like, that's interesting. So I had picked up on her energy. She must be a singer and very good, because the way I was humming, it sounded like she was a very good singer. And it was really interesting how I'd automatically picked up on her energy just from a smile that she gave me. It's so awesome. Made me feel good. So if you're watching this, thank you. So we have this really cool emotionally fulfilled, which we already know you are, because I just mentioned that. Overflowing cups. Your support network, you know who they are. You're following the advice from both your higher self and Archangel Gabriel. Very on point. Very on point. That's really cool. I like that. You work very closely with spirit guides. Accurate, precise messages. You can call them your team if you wish. Accurate, precise messages. For my pile number 3. What's the highlight on them? People know that you work with spirit as well. Yeah, very balanced. Love that. Okay. Ah, thank you. So yeah, you work closely. Yeah, so you're very balanced. You're very balanced. Okay, life force energy. You could work with different deities. So I apologize if I get some of the names incorrectly, because some of them are unusual. So Mawu, Lisa, and Cayenne, as in Cain, Cayenne. Life force energies, bring that energy of the rainbow out of you. I am seeing that you could resonate with being a rainbow soul, or in part of the LGBT community, or have friends or family members within it. Expanding your consciousness. Okay, you're very good at expanding your consciousness. Your soul family is coming in, so follow the light because your soul family is coming to you. Yeah, share your gifts. So share your gifts, creativity. That will bring you abundance and into your soul family. It will also bring you internal love. So you could not just be meeting your soul family. For those of you who are single, you could be meeting your long-term love soulmate in this lifetime, throughout this lifetime, past this lifetime. And I feel like you would get it, so I'm just going to go with it. That's really cool. So tap me. This could either be your career or an avenue that you could be thinking of going in a career. So take which resonates. This is general reading. Accurate, precise messages for my 3. Okay, you could be into botany, architecture. Honor it. Okay, you could be into architecture, floristry, botany, agriculture. So you could be a farmer. You could work closely with animals. You could grow crops. You could also have like herbs, and you could be self-sufficient as well. I'm hearing self-sufficient within growing your own fruit, veg, and etc. I see like a living off the grid, so you prefer to not be around too many people. That's just your personal thing. So the highlight on you is that you may not be. I feel like you're empaths and energy readers, which is like why you don't like being around people too much. So yeah, you could be into search and rescue, police, fireman, lifeguard, support service. So it could be like lifeboats, and I can't remember what it's called. Accurate, precise messages. Thank you. Spirituality. So yeah, that's really cool. Mediumship, psychic, divine energy healer. I mentioned about energy work, so that could be Reiki, shaman. This is why you like to be balanced. Okay, this makes sense, right? You could also be really into history, so you could work in a museum or you could be a historian. You could be a spiritual teacher, leader, advisor. I am getting that just quickly. You work closely with the divine, but I got that you work closely with spiritual. I mentioned Archangel Gabriel, I mentioned your higher self, I mentioned spirit guides, so that's just clarifying with the spirituality. Anything else? Thank you. Okay, you could be like a light coder, so there's 2 ways if I see this. It could be technology wise, so you could be like a cyber cyber, investigations, forensics, web developer, telecommunications, which I believe, if I'm correct, that they put your internet wires like underneath and it connects to the telephone poles. Same with the landlines. And then we have networking, so you could be very good at networking. Cyber security, making sure that no one hacks into anyone. For select few of you, there's like a bit of a grey area in this. Web developer, and light coded, as in you will get information from higher beings, and it will come down into your vessel, not literally like a challenger, but it will like come down into your mindset, and then you speak it out. It could like go from the crown downwards and speak it out. Not saying that some of you can be challengers, but I was getting a different format. So okay, you could be a manufacturer, you could be very good at building, DIY, you could be a podcaster, radio, filmographer, broadcaster, what's the other word? Podcaster, thank you. Thank you. No, I've done that one. Okay, I've confused myself. Funny. Right. Tap me into... I didn't do that, did I? No, I didn't. Accurate, precise messages for my... Oh, I did. Right, I've done them. Cool. Right, I did do them. Right. La-da! Get back in. Thank you. Tap me into the energy of my pile number 3. Accurate, precise messages. The highlight on you is... You could believe in fairies, and I don't know if you have seen... Big Friendly Giant film, but this always reminds me of the Big Friendly Giant film, where he likes people's wishes, so like, and dreams, so he keeps them in a jar and then he puts it out to the universe when he feels they need it the most. I think that's really cool. I freeze what I no longer need. So you've let go of the past, you're ready to move on, you're ready to start afresh. At times, the highlight on you is that you need to believe that you have the magic within you and that it all starts with you, because then it goes on to the next. So that's select few of you. This is for those of you who are at the start of your spiritual journey. And so you could be leaving fairies. I believe I said that earlier, but let me just add that in case I didn't. So there is magic everywhere you go. Like, there is magic by trees. There's magic with energy via trees, via plants, via like everything. Okay, so there's like magic everywhere you go. I am full of hope and I take action. So you can be full of hope, and they're saying that the highlight on you is you know also how to take action and how to get things done now. And I feel like a lot of you had things in your mind for a while and you just didn't go for it. I feel like there was a fear base within you, but they're saying well done for going for it anyway and just going for it. They're saying that you don't need to know everything as well, which is like just an added thing. Things will unfold within divine timing, because the divine timing for everyone is a different asset and different points within their lives. So yeah, and every day things get better. So if you're going through like the trenches currently, every day things get better. Now, I worked on mindfulness, and it was to do this was in the past, and I keep this because I feel like this is beneficial. So whether you have dyslexia, dyspraxia, or any other learning difficulties, there's other assets and things or tools that you can use. So there is, on the majority of smartphones, a speakerphone that you can record your voice on, saying the date, if you would remember, like if you remember the date, or say Monday, for example, if you don't, or like a day, and say one positive thing that happened that day. So the more positive things each day, okay, one positive things, it's like every day actually helps. So either write it down or speak it into a speakerphone, providing you've got a smartphone. I know everyone may not be in that situation. Or on an old style cassette player, you can do it that way with a tape. Like if you have options to do it this way, I'm just speaking from things that I know, because I don't know, like I don't know everything, believe me. That would be lovely, but I don't. So when it comes to doing things like that, one thing per day, and keep up with it, because the minute that you like lose track, you'll notice that your day will be like meh, or I don't know what I'm doing. And this was a completely different job, and to me, the job that I did then was really good. It helped people out, and it was I was volunteering as well. It wasn't like I was getting paid for it. I was volunteering while doing this. And this is the thing that stuck. Now, certain things in jobs may have stuck with you because they were meant to, okay? It could be some wisdom that someone shared with you, and like out the blue, okay? It could be very like simplistic. Thank you. Accurate, precise messages for my pile number 3. Okay, the number 4 came to mind, so you could be saying the number 4 a lot. Accurate, precise messages for my pile number 3. That's so cool. I mentioned this in your soul family. That spirit. La 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 la. You are attracting emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. I mentioned this with your soul family. Oh, long-term soulmate. Yeah, be confident about the changes ahead. I know some of our suffix signs, sometimes that's not the easiest. Okay, stop doubting that you won't get romance in this lifetime, for those of you who are, okay, because that I flipped that over, it was upside down. So yeah, please stop doubting that you won't get anyone in this lifetime. You will. It's just the right person that's going to fit your personality, and it could be that you need specific person in your life, which is why it's taking longer. Also, business opportunities on the horizon if you're not already in business, or there could be a collaboration coming up with commitment. So the number 6 to me means that you are working in intertwining or working with spirit guides, which we mentioned earlier, and bringing into the material world, which happens to be this one right here currently. So that's how I see it. And then we have abundance. Lucky times are ahead. Of like ahead. Love that, right? Happy times are ahead. Lucky times are ahead. Good news, success, and prosperity is coming for you. You are going to feel like on cloud 9, jumping up and down, dancing. I don't know. Pick your awesome way of celebrating. Any celebration is a celebration. Your stylings. So yeah, you're gonna like be jumping up and down. You're gonna be celebrating. You should celebrate in a totally different way to others. But I really like this reading for my power number 3s, okay? So even if it doesn't feel like you're gonna get there right now, don't worry, okay? Magic is there for you. Magic Like, you have lots of people on your team that most people would dream to have on their team, okay, in spiritual words, okay? So just realize that you are definitely higher of consciousness, subconscious, and the superconscious, okay? Because there's 3 types. And I love the number 3, and I don't know why. So that is probably why. Also, I am Wiccan, so there's probably a reason the power of 3 invested in me. So this is probably another reason why I like that. So, you know, that's really cool. So, I like number 3s, okay? So, just a little insight of me. And I really, really hope that you enjoyed this reading. Wants to highlight on you. This has been a very interesting read. Like 1 and 2, like when it kind of intertwined, and then you guys always seem to be like my unique pile that's like totally awesome. So I love, you know, like it's like it's intertwined, and then hey, power threes here. Like my power threes, I usually have a unique way of setting out the cards, usually have a unique way of being, which I like that. I think that's cool. Like some people could call you eccentric. That's a positive thing, by the way. Some people could call you weird in a good way. Just double check it's in a good way. If you need to, if you feel called to that. If you don't, you're like, whatever. And then other people could call you eclectic, which means that you have like several different personality traits, which, you know, we're multifaceted, so probably true. So that's really cool, and I really, really like this for you. Although in this reading, I like part 1 and part 2 really wanted to know signs. I'm not really getting any signs in this because I don't feel like it's meant, and I feel like you would pick up on the signs anyway, so I don't need to tell you. So thank you very much, my pile number 3s, and I really hope that you enjoyed this reading, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye bye for now.